Greetings again, everyone. As you can see, yeah, I've got contacts in. This is going to be a quick makeup. Well, to me, it's all quick, kind of, because I use an airbrush. But I'm going to kind of pretend as if you're not here, and so unfortunately, no, there won't be any music or any of that, and I'm just going to do a vampire makeup, complete with crossburn to the forehead, as if I've been repelled. Otherwise, I don't know. My teeth for it are not so much vampire teeth as more of creature of the night. But anyway, here I go, and obviously you start this process. I will go through each item I'm using and kind of hold it up. But for obviously the first process is putting the contacts in. So anyway, next step, a little red eyeliner. And yes, I'm a guy, I don't put on eyeliner very well. Okay. Next step, I am using a Kryolan water-based colorant for my little bit of red that I'm fixing to use here. So, but I think that's just because it blends a little better. Okay. All right. That's the only time I will be using the aqua color at all. And I mean, even then, I'm gonna kind of wipe away the majority of it because I'm just trying to get it to kind of blend. Alright, yeah. So red eyeliner, then a little, or you can put your eyeliner down, whatever you want to do. But you want a little more red, you want it faded, you don't want definitive lines. After that, I like to go with a little purple stipple. Now this is a Ben Nye cream cake and a stipple sponge, and I just do a little around the eyes, top and bottom. I don't know. It's not very easy for me to do makeup on myself so much as it is for me to do it on other people. Okay. So that was the Ben Nye purple cream cake, and we are done with that one. Now we are going to move on to a little Ben Nye Magic Color liquid paint. Now this is a small bottle, but this is what in the haunted house at least, this is what I shoot through my airbrushes because it's cheap and inexpensive. I prefer European body art. It stays on much better, whatnot. But for the sake of this demo, I mean, this is kind of haunted house makeup, if you will. So anyway, so all right, so you're going to want to, if you can see any of your veins in your head, kind of outline those, because that, and don't veins are not straight. They're like kind of like lightning bolts. Well, we're just going to keep it to the face. And that'll probably actually even get covered up. Okay, so just a little veining. That's all you're looking for. Actually, we're going to tie this in back here a little bit into the hairline. Hey, there you go. All right, so so now we're going to go with a airbrush. Now that is Ben Nye. It is Ben Nye white Magicolor and black Magicolor mixed to give me kind of a gray off-white. And again, bear with me because spraying over my own face is not the easiest thing. But also a drawback of airbrush. It gets a little loud when the air compressor kicks on. Yeah, it's not the easiest to shoot yourself in the face with paint and air. It'll almost take your breath, kind of like a newborn baby. That's why I tell people when they go over their nose and mouth to hold it. No, I did get a little heavy right there around the mouth, but I can adjust that. Alright. You also have to refill the airbrush. Now I did use a small cup this particular time just because I knew I wasn't doing a lot. Now when I'm working in the haunted house, and I'll fill up a cup. I mean a big, like a bottle, and just shoot it. Yes, try to remember that even vampires, their ears are even grayed out, kind of white. Okay. Now, that's just kind of your base color, and just kind of white you out a little bit. And a good thing to have, especially when you have facial hair, is because only the skin is supposed to look dead. Well, you can't so much do this with the European body art, because you would have to have alcohol kind of pour on a rag or a paper towel. But with the Ben Nye stuff, as long as you kind of catch it about now, so to speak, you can kind of rub it off just a little. So you don't apply so much pressure, but that way the makeup, if any fell below the hairline, it's there. And I'm only taking off the top layer that's on my hair. Of course, now that I mentioned, I think I got enough gray in there anyway that it didn't really matter, huh? And this is another great way to get washes, if that's what you're going for. Just a damp. Okay. Trust me, you really won't see that in a minute. Alright, now that's been adjusted around my mouth a little, and my lips look pretty dead too, we're going to go back with little black details. Now again, try to bear with me. This would probably look a lot better if I was shooting it on someone else, but I'm not, so... And again, less is more. Try to keep it low key, relatively. Feel free to spray some in the beard and the mustache to help highlight that out some. Yeah, it's quite hard to do, to see and both shoot yourself in the face at the same time. But, mercy, that wasn't cool. And I could get all kinds of details on the forehead if I wasn't shooting myself in the eyes. I feel like that's horrible. It's horrible. I could do a lot better job in the forehead if I wasn't shooting myself in the face. Okay. Now, as you can see, the little black detail, everything's kind of sunk in. The vein just sunk in a little bit more below the skin, so it definitely looks like it's more part of me as opposed to something that's painted right on the skin. I guess at this point, simply comes the burn, the 3rd degree cross burn where I've been repelled. So we're gonna, again, been thick blood. I'm gonna get a little bit here on a popsicle stick, and we're going to smear a little on the head. In the shape of a cross. Now, again, a little goes a long way. Besides, if you ever price any of this makeup, especially some of the more expensive stuff like the Kryolan Aqua Color or even my Skin Illustrator palette, like this. These palettes here, it's professional grade stuff, and I mean you can sweat through this stuff and it don't move. Excellent makeup, but it's $75 a palette. So and it's not airbrush. I mean, they make an airbrush, but you'd have to really like chunk that out. But anyway, so there's that. Let's hit it before it dries. Again, feel like I could do a lot better job if I wasn't shooting myself in the face, because yeah, I feel like that's all kinds of jacked up right there. Let's see how it's going to look once I pick through it. Well, it's not too shabby. It's a little dark on one side, but you get the general idea. Like I said, if I wasn't shooting it on somebody else, or if I was shooting it on somebody else instead of myself. Okay, getting close to the end here. This right here is cake icing coloring. Just a dab is all you need. I mean, really. Clean popsicle stick. Just put that in your mouth just to make the interior of your mouth good and red. Put it in there, kind of suck on it for a second. It is a little on the sweeter side. You got to try the mouth black for zombies. And of course, got a little cup. Pardon me for a moment. Sure, none of you want to see this. Okay, so the inside of the mouth is good and red. Now, of course, can't do without the quintessential fake blood. And, you know, just a little. Just a little draws the point home. so you don't have to go too crazy with it. And finally, I wish that burn looked a little better. Finally, the dentures. So and there you have it, a creature of the night. Try it on, kiddies. Enjoy yourselves, and once again, keep an eye on us. Outre Studios.